Ships lining up to dock, no truck drivers, shelves empty, prices going up, gas going up, and now our heating bills are going to go up too. It's no surprise that seniors are concerned about inflation. Unless you are living under a rock, but maybe the Federal Reserve and Biden are, you are aware of inflation. You just have to go to a supermarket or to a gas station. So we're all seeing it, and these are unpredictable economic times. So the big question is, what is going to happen next? A recent survey found that a full 77% of retirees say their biggest worry in the foreseeable future is a loss in purchasing power. That is inflation. In fact, the same survey said inflation was the number one out of the top 3 concerns for retirement age Americans. Number 2 was the rising cost of healthcare at 74%. And of course, the solvency of Social Security at 71% was number 3. Another survey shows 71% of retirement age investors believe inflation will reduce the purchasing power of their savings. Survey after survey confirmed the inflation concerns. Rightfully so. Retirees know that a reduction in purchasing power could mean that they could outlive their savings or have to downsize their standard of living that they worked their entire life to obtain. As data further shows, 46% of investors believe the combination of inflation and low interest rates could actually keep them from having a reliable income during retirement. Like in 2008, it's hard for Americans to realize what's going on behind the scenes until it's too late. How will they find out today and actually take action that could protect their retirement fund? Especially when all they ever hear is, "Don't worry, you'll be okay in the long run." Can you imagine a financial fund manager telling his or her boss, "Don't worry about anything that's going on in the economy today, and don't even worry about any losses we might suffer today. We'll be okay in the long run"? I don't think that person would keep their job for too long. Why do we get told that? Why do we listen? The level of comfort American investors have with mainstream assets might be the problem. We've all been trained to sit still. We hardly ever take a look at market conditions and change things in our portfolios. We stay put in equities, bonds, and cash. And I understand that. Those are the assets that we are most comfortable with. We've all heard the Einstein quote, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results." How many times do we have to get hit over the head? 2000, 2008. Although we don't know what will happen next with inflation, the craziness in politics, and the volatility in the economy, there are certain measurements that make it clear we should be considering alternative assets in addition to our traditional assets before we get hit in the head again. When we take a look back to the 1970s, to a period where we had stagflation, which I did a video on, the reaction that gold and silver had was outstanding. For example, from January 1972 to January 1980, the prices of gold and silver shot up phenomenally. Gold went up 1,500% and silver went up 2,100%. I hope that we don't see the double-digit inflation rates that we saw in the 1970s. However, even a small amount of chronic inflation can really affect your savings. The point I'm trying to make is that since all the surveys show that we are concerned and that we all know that we're being attacked by inflation, it's important for you to figure out how you can strategize and defend yourself from what is happening in the economy. Find out how you can protect your retirement before the inflation eats away and you wind up in a place that you don't want to be. If you're working towards or already retired, make sure you subscribe. You need to know the facts.